Hello everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 6 video. I'm like in complete autopilot telling you last time. Not last time, but apparently my Long Island Railroad route that I have, the scenario that I have created with, trains, etc., has gotten a lot of attention on YouTube and even on TikTok. And now, you guys already know from the thumbnail, but the set is complete. I did purchase the missing piece to buy Long Island Railroad DE units. I think I got that right. Sorry. The diesel one I was never fully familiar with. But this whole thing, the diesel unit and all the cars were painted by LIRR fan. Like, if you want to do this, all you need is the correct DLCs, and he has the paints on there, and you just slap them on there, and voila. I think he had these created as far back as Train Sim World 4. So there definitely is some wiggle room if you don't have the most current Train Sim game. So we're going to forget that is shooting diesel fumes out right now. So this service in a little bit will be... We're going to have to use our imagination a little bit, but we're going to say that this is a service to Patchogue, and we'll be taking it to Ronkonkoma, stopping at Woodside, Jamaica. All right. I'm trying to... Floral Park. I'm trying to remember the route, and I don't want to cheat and pull up the thing. New High Park, Mineola, and Hicksville. Let's see. Did I do it right? Let's see. Floral Park, New High Park, and Mineola. Yay! I remembered my own route that I've only worked on for months. Honestly, the hardest part of creating a route like this is just making it feel realistic. Train Sim World does not let us choose what tracks they run down. We just get to choose what stops they stop at. Luckily, the Long Island Railroad has a wiggle room where we can kind of manipulate what tracks the trains can use in some areas, just depending on the stations. So, I guess we'll walk through the car real quick. We got a little bit of time. But, this is an NJ Transit double-decker. We have the door here and out there. We have an M9 that is just hanging out with us. It will leave same time, but he's just there to be there. Won't be any factor. So I'm gonna hop into the cab, and I'll fast forward it so you guys don't have to wait any longer than we have to, and we'll be on the rails.
This station is Penn Station. This is the train to
Patchogue.
Alright, we're getting ready to leave.
This is the train to
Patchogue.
stopping at Woodside, Jamaica, Floral Park, New Hyde Park, Mineola, Hicksville, Bamalot,
Bayshore, Sayville, Patchogue.
The next station is Woodside.
Okay, we now start the agonizing descent through the tunnel. You can see the other headlights. Oh yeah, he's right there. That's just a local to Jamaica. He's gonna wait on us. He will, I have him set up that he just does every stop on the route. I am happy that the game gives us priority on that one. So the couple mini objectives here. There is a train that will be in front of us that we're going to catch up to. That is a local service to Hempstead. And we will actually catch him at Floral Park. So there's going to be a little bit of some slowdowns and stuff. But the first goal of this scenario is we got to get to Jamaica fairly close to on time, because there is a train from Atlantic Terminal that's running that's going to terminate on the track directly across from us. It's to basically be a transfer point. Anybody going further east. All right. I'm also going to try to remember to turn my bell on coming to the station, because they're supposed to be on. Will I remember that? Probably not. I'm going to be too busy trying to stop, because I have a very good reputation of just bypassing the station. So we're at speed limit here is 60. So I'm going to stop racing at 55. Unlike the last diesel unit that I did on this route, this one does feel like it has a little bit of a delay when it comes to applying the brakes and applying the gas and releasing it. I guess they would be applying the throttle, not gas. But it's not too severe. Like, it's actually very easy to kind of pick up and go. Might make me feel like doing the route that this train belongs on. So if anybody was wondering, this is a 6-car set with 2 engines. Obviously, we saw the engines already. I do eventually want to add different lengths of the diesel locomotive. I gotta find a cab car. I don't know if one was created. I'd like to try to find a cab car to have that little bit in it. The other thing is, I'm having a brain fart. It's happening. It's the noise blaming it. Oh yeah, the other thing is it's I don't know if it's just me, or it could be just an Xbox, a console thing, but I'm missing all my paint themes. Like, I got lucky because I made this a long time ago back, I think on Train Sim 4, I made it and it carried over. But I cannot find, like, my NJ Transit doesn't have the liveries, neither does my Metrolink, and I have them subscribed to. That's how I know who to give the shout out to. And I know he's watched my videos, he has commented on them, and I'm like, I have to give you your credit when it's due, because I could not do this. You would not think the basics of straight lines would be difficult. That, on the other hand, sir, I could not spend that much time doing Old Glory like that. And then you have this, you know. Now, when you read his description, it's Far Island era because Train Sim World has copyrights, and I honestly amazed that they used that nonsense with the custom creations. I think it's the only game with a paint editor that actually does that. Forza definitely never did. But still, from far away, you would never know at quick glance. I think most people in some of the photos I've posted prior to this video have not noticed. We are 500 feet away from our first station. We are pulling up to Woodside. And in between Woodside is where now we'll talk about the silly things that I like. But it's going to be after, because I have to concentrate, make sure I do this right. We're going to have an M3 leaving in front of us. Now I have tested the route multiple times with tweaking some things, but I did want it to be a little different than the Cannonball. There's our M3. And I wanted to make sure that everything runs like it's supposed to, because the AI trains will do AI train things. It's a lot easier just to honk. I'll overshoot that point a little bit. I'm okay with it. I probably could have stopped where it wanted me to and been fine, but...
This station is Woodside. This is the train to
Patchogue.
Alright, so while we wait for that, anybody that is a rail fan might... I gotta... I'm trying to get the free roam to work like it should. Why'd you put me so far back here? I just wanted to do the Woodside live cam. Anybody that goes on YouTube and watches rail fanning, if it's real or not, especially anything Long Island Railroad related, you know, the Woodside live cam. We're watching. All right, we're getting ready to leave now.
This is the train to
Patchogue.
stopping at Jamaica, Floral Park, New Hyde Park, Mineola, Hicksville, Babylon.
Bayshore. Sayville. Patchogue.
The next station is Jamaica.
I am in some of these moments that I am oddly silent, I'm just trying to time where I'm gonna throw in the good old PA announcements. Now, if you have, I'm pretty so I've done it with the New Jersey Transit locomotive, but I haven't done it with the cars. Those PA announcements will work on this route. So that would be fairly nifty on these on the diesel paints to get the newer NJ Transit cars on there for those announcements. So we are time. Oh, I need to speed up more. I didn't realize it was so slow. I didn't realize the speed limit went up as well. The brake is fully released, full throttle. We'll pick up speed. So the thing, and I don't know if I am the only person that likes it or finds it cool, but when the trains are oncoming, the different noises that they make. Obviously, M3, M7, and the M9 all are slightly different when they make noise and move. And then, of course, you get one of these big behemoths coming at you, and it makes a completely different noise. And I don't know, it's one of those things I like. Here it comes. like you just hear the motor. It's one of those weird things that I like. No, like, shit. Am I alone out there? Am I the only one that just finds that fast? Like, just enjoys that. My wife started playing music in the other room, and I thought the big bad machine was about to attack me. So we're on a pretty decent stretch of track. As you can see now, coming up, we have some yellow lights, and that's where the traffic kind of begins. Because, unfortunately, with me not having the ability to control what tracks they get on, to kind of, oh, going fast, going really fast, trying to give that the effect that it needs, does make it where you can bottleneck a little bit. But I think, like, I got it spread out just enough that there's not that big of it. Like, I will have to slow down and possibly stop a little after Jamaica, but it's been fairly good. Like, it's not agonizing. Like, oh, I really effed this one up. No, it's honestly like another light. So that's basically almost at Jamaica. I think it's like an overpass where you go over the Atlantic Terminal tracks where it's got a red light right now. I think I could. It's about 20 mile. Yeah, no, 20 mile an hour board. The 15 board is that part of the track, so it's a little early. We'll start slowing down when we get. Yeah, we're gonna start adding the brakes now. We'll do this suppression, kind of halfway point. Get to that 40 miles an hour. It's our next oncomer. I'm speeding. Alright. So we're going now a little under. We were speeding a little bit, but we're okay, I think. Yeah, we're just far enough back. I don't think you see the train in front of us. I know we're close enough that when it straightens up, there. Oh, nope, that's not it. Oh. Well, there's our Atlantic Terminal train. So we did it. We're right on cue. I am speeding. I'm rail fanning again. We'll slow it down now, good chunk.
This station is Jamaica.
So we're going to try to go gently into the station. Turn this bell on. Still a good bit of cars, 6 cars and another engine. Going down this hill, so I want to make sure we do it right. Here's everybody from the Atlantic Terminal side of the line. At this point, like, I grew up mainly with M3s. Like, I remember when the M7s were the new train and thought they were so cool, and like now as I'm older and the M3s are on their way out, the bell when the doors close is like the nostalgia now. Applying some brake. Gently. We have I think it's M9 entering on the tracks over there. It's like on track 2 or something like that. there's the train there. That was the one that was slowing us down. So we will unlock our left door first, now our right door.
This station is Jamaica. This is the train to
Patchogue.
Right, you can see everybody's hopping off. I think further down here. Yep. So now this one doesn't do it as severe. There was one station where they got out of one, were literally hopping into mine, but can't win them all. I want to hear the bell. There it is. We're locking our doors. We're getting ready to leave.
This is the train to
Patchogue.
stopping at Floral Park, New Hyde Park, Mineola, Hicksville, Babylon.
Bayshore. Sayville. Patchogue.
The next station is Floral Park.
Okay, so this train here, and this is one of the things I couldn't figure out. So I decided to leave him here because he is technically on the same route as the other one in front of us. I left him here because, well, it is kind of cool. Like, not many people see them side by side. And of course, you can get like an awesome screenshot like that or something like that. But I couldn't figure out him per se to time him, because if he left at the same time as me but was heading to Babylon using the bridge over here, he'd run beside us, and the way that the game dictates what route you can choose also dictates what platform you stop at Jamaica at. And that's the frustrating part, because he's already on a different platform than the one that comes in. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. But if I could have him on like platform 5, I'm trying to think. I'm 7, 6, yeah, 5. I think there's a switching track that he could switch over like he is, and then he would be fine. He could run on these tracks that are next to me if he left at the same time, roughly. Which, who doesn't like a good train race? Like, really? I am not accelerating because I'm speeding, apparently. Apply heavy brake and slow down to kind of fix my... Now we're way too fast. So we're gonna speed up to the 60 board. We actually are a little bit ahead. Here comes another diesel. This one actually uses the Babylon tracks. Which I fought for a while because I wanted that train and the next one that you'll see to roughly be next to each other at the same time, and I couldn't do it. Because you can only do your start times in increments of 5, and even trying to adjust stations to try to manipulate it the best I could to do it, they were always off by a little bit, and this was the closest I could get them, which is pretty cool too in its own right. I can't help but listen as they go by. So we do have some yellow boards in front of us. It's weird. It goes to 80, and then at that underpass, it drops back down to 60, and then back up to 80. So if you know it, you might as well just go up to 60 until after the overpass. I wonder if it does that in real life, or is that just something with the game? We're gonna pick up speed now. I forgot to hit the bell leaving Jamaica. Oops. I think we'll be okay with that. Floral Park, I have to remember to actually pay attention. I've done it a couple times just practicing to make sure everything works like it should, where I will overshoot it because I'm too busy watching the other train like a nerd. And I've done it a couple times. Hey, that's a small station. Fortunately, I don't think I could really work another train in. This gap would just be a gap. But I think that's fine the way it works, because we have somebody in front of us. And we're now slightly going uphill, which is perfect. I'm trying not to yawn. I've done this route so many times. Honestly, I'm pretty sure 90% of my Train Sim World content is just Long Island. But don't worry, I keep seeing stuff about New York to Stanford, and I am so excited to get my hands on some M8s. And I'm hoping that it's gonna work like it, at least what it sounds like it's gonna work. Like, I hope it does, because you start in Grand Central and you have your M7s and M3s, and then you get to Euroshow and you have your Amtrak and the Excella. So the variety of that route as a whole is going to be very entertaining. And I'm pretty sure somebody's going to make the Connecticut rail liveries on some of the cars that we already have that kind of resemble them. So, you'll have a scenario with those engines that can be made. Switching tracks. The fact that these trains switch tracks at that speed, would never believed it until I seen a retired railfan video. Watched one of these things switch tracks at speed with an M7 right next to it, also switching track, which was great. There's the M9 that was in front of us. He is now departing his station. You can hear him speeding up. We have to slow down ourselves now. We are approaching the station as well, which is, you gotta admit, that's really cool to pull in like that. You can hear his motor spooling down. Car, my board. Yep, that's.
This station is Floral Park. This is the train to
Patchogue.
All right. What our air camp? Look at that, perfect right there next to us. And here is this train now. I had to make it where it's activated at this point, but what's great, this is the one where they'll come out of this one and hop on mine. Which, I think that actually makes sense. I could see people coming from Hempstead and transferring here to a train that goes further out east. So, that I think is a nice detail. Lock doors. Sentry overload. All three of them leaving at once. I'm gonna hold off on the PA announcements until now, just for that reason.
This is the train to
Patchogue,
stopping at New Hyde Park, Mineola, Hicksville, Babylon.
Bayshore, Sayville, Patchogue,
The next station is New Hyde Park.
Hoping I can actually fit all the PA announcements in there. I try to start them up like in real life, like when the doors close, you're gonna hear your announcements, but like I can't take that away from you guys. You know, you hear the kind of the whine of the M7 and M9, and then you get this big diesel motor just. I do hate that I have the bell comes on when I honk. Railroad crossing. I think now majority of these crossings do not exist anymore. I don't know if they got rid of all of them to Hicksville. I need confirmation on that one. Don't do it, sir. It's not worth it. All right, we are now here at New Hyde Park.
This station is New Hyde Park. This is the train to
Patchogue,
We are getting close to the end of our journey. We have a couple stops left. But that's unfortunately what we have, but it's okay. I'm still happy with it. At the time of recording, I don't know when this video will come out. It might be sooner than later, but I've been seeing on the news that New York getting ready for a pretty bad winter storm, like blizzard warnings. And if they don't shut the trains down, I'm wondering if there's going to be any brave rail fans out there getting some footage.
This is the train to
Patchogue,
stopping at Mineola, Hicksville, Babylon.
Bayshore,
Technically
Sayville,
counted as putting my bell on.
Patchogue,
Alright, Mineola is 2 miles away, so we'll actually have some time to speed up.
The next station is Mineola.
I'm not upset at all. I love hearing that noise. Trying to convince my wife to try to make plans to go up to New York, because I want to go back up there. I lived there for many years, and I do want to just go back up there and visit and see some things, especially friends. I need to really get off the break. I do need to release the throttle, though. I'm too busy talking. Idle. Good. We're going 60 miles an hour. The next stop is right in front of us. Good old Mineola, where the house that once there will ever live now in this game. Was it a communication tower? I think that's what it was. like a commuter for the interlock, I think. Unfortunately, I know it's not there anymore ever since they did do the 3-track. But it's here in Train Sim World. It will forever be here. As long as they don't update it. There we go. Turn the bell on. Right, full brake.
This station is Mineola. This is the train to
Patchogue.
So, I probably just went quiet for a little too long. We're trying to time it still. One thing they could do, I don't think it would be, like I say this like I know what I'm talking about. They could always update it where like the next station that's like technically not part of the route is there. So then when you create scenarios, you can utilize those stations. Like, because right here you could have a locomotive coming back on, or even further down, like back at Woodside, use those other 2 platforms just for reasonings.
This is the train to
Patchogue.
stopping at Hicksville, Babylon.
Bayshore. Sayville. Patchogue.
The next station is Hicksville.
Okay, there we go. I do know these crossings are no longer there. Bell off. The next stop is going to be the last stop for us. Platform 3 at Hicksville. We are on a flat grade, not going up or down, just cruising now full speed. I've said it for years making these videos. I will remember to turn those off so they don't pop up mid-record, and I still haven't, and I probably won't. I'll just leave it. Free publicity. I'm gonna have to ask him if he still does content. Oh, here comes M9. Not using any power, so it doesn't really make a noise. Look out, people, I can't stop. Oh, here comes another one. Yay. If you guys do actually enjoy this scenario, the updated one, upon request, I will upload this updated one for you guys to run on. I currently do have 2 scenarios up that involve running the diesels. One is going the other direction to Jamaica, and the other one is the Cannonball, the big boy. 11 cars, 2 motors. Or not, is it 11 cars? It's a lot. It's a lot. I think I made it 11 cars plus the 2 motors because the 12 cars were actually just too big. I don't know if it's a New Jersey Transit, like those cars. I don't know if they're just slightly longer than the LIRR ones, or if that's like an actual problem. Because I've never, outside of YouTube videos, I've never actually gotten the chance to see a cannonball go by. I've seen every other variant of the Long Island Railroad, but that one. And once I started living on Long Island for a little bit, you know, other than going into the city, I didn't go any further out east, so I didn't get a chance to. I didn't ride on the diesels much after that. Okay, we're getting closer. We're not at that 40 board yet. I did forget that I had those two locomotives though coming at me, so it did help make this a little more lively. I was trying to, when I was testing, to try to figure out about adding another one to come towards me, but unless you're really good with time and knowing where you're at certain times, I have to run the route over and over and over. And a 45-minute route, especially when you get towards the end of it, adding stuff gets very repetitive. Very repetitive. Like, just trying to make sure that the section at Jamaica worked correctly was quite difficult, because it takes about 15 minutes, because the scenario doesn't start immediately. There's like a 5-minute buffer for you to set your engine up like you're supposed to. I need full brake. To set up the locomotive and everything. And if you try to do the scenario starting at like immediate, it doesn't run like it's supposed to. For some reason, the Atlantic Terminal train that we met up in the scenario actually runs late when you start it on, like, right off the bat without that 5-minute buffer. And I don't know why, because the train in front of us runs about the same time. But we are here. We're stopping right here at the 8 unit board. We should be fine with that. Forgot to put the bell on. But we're here.
This station is Hicksville. This is the train to
Patchogue.
I guess before it tells me to close the doors, I'll play a PA announcement one more time for you guys so you can hear it.
This is the train to
Patchogue.
stopping at Babylon.
Bayshore. Sayville. Patchogue.
The next station is Babylon.
I hope I got that to all fit. We're gonna close the doors for the last time in our scenario. And that's it. We are officially done. I should have changed the name of it to Cannonball 2 or something like that. Just something different. But now we got some credit on the Metro link. And we're gonna well, let me do free play. Well, replay service. Well, all right. Well, that is it for this video. I hope everybody has enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.